Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Storytelling Vlaire, and I'm here to show you guys what I got on Free Comic Book Day. Now, I know this video is a couple days late. I unfortunately had to work on Comic Book Day. Fortunately, though, I work at a comic book store, so I was still able to get my free comics. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what I got on that day and maybe a few other things. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this show and tell. So at my comic book store, we were only allowed to grab at least 2 comic books. So fortunately, I was able to grab the 2 that I wanted. The first one was Batman. I actually already own this one, the original one that came out. It was it was number 1 for Batman Rebirth. It was a really good story, so I'm happy to own it just for the sake of the cover. I really like it. And the second one, I was really pleased because it's really hard to find a number 1, even a volume number 1. Rick and Morty. I recently got into the show because of one of my friends, and I gotta say, I'm really hooked. I just finished the show, so I'm excited to read the comic book. So we'll see how this goes. I might make a little review for it. This one I picked up the day of. It wasn't free. Superman Annual. Yeah, just a Superman Annual number 3, Savage Dawn. I could do a quick little review on this one. It's actually pretty good. I don't like the New 52 Superman, I really don't, but what happened to this guy? Like, this is Superman. Like, this is a man. The other one was just an angsty teenager, but this one's actually kind of growing up. I kind of would like to have seen what would have happened to him a couple of years later. Although I am happy with the Rebirth Superman. In all honesty, it was a dream come true. But I don't know. It was actually kind of interesting seeing him kind of slowly turn into the Superman that we've always known. I thought that was interesting, and I like the parallel between him and Vandal Savage. Both of them seeking power because Superman lost his power, and Vandal Savage, he wants to gain it through the comment. So I thought it was kind of interesting that there's a little parallel between the two. Overall, I thought it was a really great annual, and if anyone sees it remotely interested in a Superman without any powers, I would definitely recommend this one. Now, the next one, I haven't read this one yet. Odyssey of the Amazons. Pretty excited. My friend told me nothing positive about this story, to be honest with you, but I figured to read this one because of the month of Wonder Woman. So, you know, if anybody's curious about the story and would like to see a reviewer's input on it, you know, hopefully I could be that person for you guys. Now the last one, this one I'm not going to review for a little while, is Superman 0 Year Action Comics. I'm planning on doing, like, when I reach the New 52 Superman, I'm planning on doing his origin stories, and this is going to be a follow-up, if not in the same video. Kind of looking forward to this, kind of not. I don't know. I don't know what to really make of it, to be honest with you. Most of the origin stories I've read for the New 52, I haven't been impressed with, so, you know, who knows how I feel about that one. Okay, so the next story that I actually got it on Amazon. I figured to share it with you guys, considering I'm going to do a review on it very soon, and I heard that a lot of people prefer this origin story compared to the other ones, so I'm super excited to try this one out. Superman, Man of Steel, Volume 1. I couldn't even pick this up at my own comic book store. We couldn't even order it. It's kind of a hard book, especially at how much money I had to spend just to get this one. It's a hard book to find, but I'm glad I have it nonetheless, especially as big of a Superman fan as I am. So as soon as I read this, I'm definitely going to do a review for you guys, and honest, I'm so excited to read this book. So these next 3 books I have, funny story. So I was at the comic book store with my friend. It was an hour before I had to start work, and he was looking for comic books to read. We had a deal going on at my store: buy 2 trades and you get 1 free. And he wanted to read 2 Wonder Woman books, so I recommended some. And then I told him, oh, you should read Civil War, because he's a big Marvel fan. So he picked those out, and he looked at me and he was like, oh, go pick one out. So I was like, oh, okay. So I picked up Justice League of America. Now this is a book that my friend recommended for me to try out. One of the writers who wrote Justice League Unlimited, the TV show, Dwayne McDuffie, he was a writer for the Justice League Unlimited TV show, and a lot of the story elements, and it feels very familiar to the TV show, so that's why my friend recommended it to me, so I'm pretty excited to read this. But after I picked this book out, my friend looked at me and he was like, "You need to pick out one more so you can get the free comic book." So I also picked up Earth 1 Superman. I've never read this one either. This is another origin story I've never looked into, so I'm really excited to read this book finally. I really enjoyed the realistic take of the Wonder Woman Earth 1, and again, I'm absolutely excited to finally read this book. And so as my free comic, I got Superman Before Truth. Wasn't my first choice. I definitely wouldn't have bought, like, it was kind of perfect that it was a buy two, get one free, because I never would have paid money for this book, to be honest with you. New 52 Superman, I'm not a fan of him, like I just said earlier. I think the only thing interesting about him was when he lost his powers and he went back to the traditional Superman look, and he was kind of fighting to get his powers back. I think that was the most interesting thing. So I'm excited to read the story where that kind of kicks that off. But I'm still going to decide if I want to do like a little timeline for the New 52 Superman for you guys, so that if you're interested in this particular Superman, you can follow my reviews as a timeline so that you guys could maybe pick out which ones you want to read about the New 52 Superman. I don't know. Whatever helps you guys, and, you know, I'm going to read these anyways, so that's all the books that I got on Free Comic Book Day. I hope that you guys had fun on Free Comic Book Day. I hope you did something. If you didn't, that's cool. Let me know if you guys got anything, or if you recommend any books for me to check out. I'm going to check out this one book called Irredeemable. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but it's a story where it's not Superman, but it's a Superman-esque character going out of control. Kind of like Injustice, but a little bit more hardcore. I'm thinking about checking that story out. Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever heard of that story. Anyway, this video has been fun, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I'll see you guys soon.